Silence. That's what inequality sounds like. They say silence is peaceful, but silence has never changed the world. One light may seem small, but one light can start a fire. We are that fire. Equality starts with us. That's why we decided to raise our voices and turn those words into real action by creating a project to explore what gender equality truly means in our community. Our topic for this project is gender equality, which is something that touches every corner of the world. In some places, it means fighting for equal pay or leadership opportunities. In others, it's about the right to go to school, to feel safe, or to have a voice at all. It's very important to talk about this issue since millions of women suffer every day because of the unfair treatment they receive. That's why we decided to investigate this issue among our community and try to create awareness because no matter where we live, equality isn't just a goal, it's a responsibility.
Gender equality is a very important topic, as it's a basic human right that everyone deserves. It ensures that women, men, boys and girls of all classes and all races are valued equally and have the same access to resources, freedom, and opportunities. Throughout history, both genders have suffered from inequality. Women have faced limited opportunities in education, leadership, and politics, while men are often pressured to act tough and hide their emotions. It's an issue that affects everyone, and action must be taken to minimize it.
Women have fought for equality in many areas, from voting rights to access to education and jobs. While progress has been made, gender inequality still exists, both globally and locally. In many communities, stereotypes and cultural expectations continue to limit opportunities for people, especially women and girls. Understanding this issue is important because achieving gender equality means creating a safer and more inclusive world for everyone. Gender inequality is experienced in many ways across the world. Some communities have made progress toward fairness, while others still face cultural and economic barriers that limit people's rights. Even though the challenges can be different, the impact is universal and everyone deserves equal respect, opportunity, and voice.
From a global perspective, gender inequality continues to shape access to education, healthcare, jobs, and leadership opportunities. Despite years of progress and the efforts of international organizations, real equality is still not a reality for many. This issue goes beyond the limit. It's a shared responsibility that needs global cooperation, inclusive policies, and collective action to create a future where every person, regardless of their gender, has equal rights, voice, and opportunities. Only by working together and challenging the system, we can have inequality in place, and we can build a world that's fair, balances, and truly empowering for everyone.
This chart shows the Global Gender Gap Index 2024, which measures how equal men and women are in each country. Iceland is ranked first, with 0.935, followed by Finland and Norway, showing us that the Nordics are still global leaders in equality. The US is 43rd, while India is behind at 129th. The lowest ranked countries, Chad, Pakistan, and Sudan, are all below 0.58, showing that they have a very big issue of gender inequality that needs to be solved so that men, and especially women, have better opportunities. This chart shows that, apart from Bogota, we also have big gaps and problems of gender inequality in Europe and other places, leaving aside the Nordics since they have the best rankings. Regionally, Europe leads with smaller gender gaps, while South Asia and Middle East still face major barriers. At this rate, experts say that it could take over 130 years to reach full gender equality worldwide. Global organizations like the United Nations play a major role in promoting gender equality worldwide. Through UN Women, the UN works to end discrimination, violence, and economic inequality by supporting women's leadership, education, and participation in decision-making. Other UN bodies, such as UNICEF and UNFPA, focus on girls' education and reproductive rights. While some organizations emphasize policy change and advocacy, some others take a base approach, funding local programs to empower women directly. Together, these efforts aim to achieve Sustainable Development Goal number 5, which is total gender equality.
The Secretaría Distrital de la Mujer in Bogotá runs the Casa Refugio program as a key part of its policy to protect women experiencing gender-based violence. These safe houses provide temporary shelter, food, clothing, transportation, and comprehensive support to help women and their families rebuild their lives. According to official data, Bogotá currently has 6 Casa Refugio, which have assisted thousands of women at a high risk of feminicide and other forms of violence. Beyond providing safety, the Secretaría also focuses on education and empowerment. The Aldas Refugio initiative allows women and children staying in the Casas Refugio to continue their basic education or high school studies, offering transportation, meals, technology, and specialized teaching support. This approach shows that Bogotá's local government not only responds to emergency but also works to break the cycle of violence throughout education and long-term development. Finally, the Secretariat reinforces transparency and credibility by making its data public. The Open Data Gender Observatory shares updated information about the Casa Refugio program, including the number of women supported and the types of service offered, without compromising safety.
La estrategia Casa Refugio es un servicio que brinda el Distrito Capital, específicamente la Secretaría de la Mujer desde el 2013. ¿Qué hacemos cuando una mujer es acogida y esta mujer no tiene un empleo anterior? Para ello, el equipo de la Casa Refugio, específicamente el área de trabajo social, la acompaña en varios tipos de etapas.
127 mujeres se graduaron en herramientas digitales, una estrategia de la Secretaría Distrital de la Mujer. ¿Qué aprendieron las graduadas, Juan David?
Y a las 3.
Son 127 mujeres que se han graduado en este momento de diferentes habilidades.
Esta Secretaría Distrital de la Mujer está comprometida en la prevención, atención y por supuesto en la sanción de todos los temas de violencias contra las mujeres. En punto de prevención, nos interesa mucho dar a conocer la ruta única de atención a mujeres víctimas de violencia y en riesgo de feminicidio. Es importante que si detectamos que somos víctimas de alguna violencia podamos levantar la mano y acudir a las entidades que son las competentes.
Gender equality is not just a worldwide concern, it's a human experience that affects everyone. Millions of women and girls face daily barriers that affect their education, safety, and opportunities. By focusing on their stories, viewers can understand that equality isn't just about the statistics, but about real lives and futures. This issue affects especially women, but also men, that many times are ignored in this situation because of the stereotypes. That is one of the things we want to fight with this project. In Afghanistan, for example, girls' access to education has been severely restricted, with many banned from secondary schools and universities. Despite this, young Afghan women continue to study in secret, risking punishment for their right to learn. Their courage shows both the harsh reality of inequality and the resilience of those fighting for change and equality. In Afghanistan, we can find the second worst gender gap. This was set by the United Nations in addition to this with a 76% disparity between women's and men's achievements in health, education, financial inclusion, and decision-making.
We decided to take action and solve the gender equality problems in our local context of Bogotá and in our school by applying our idea that was to do an awareness campaign to make people conscious about the topic. For this, we created a poster and we made various interviews to students and some teachers of the school. What we did was to perform and record the interviews before teaching them about gender equality with our campaign and also after teaching them about the topic. We did the interviews 2 times so that we could measure how did their awareness increase. We noticed that after showing our campaign, students had more knowledge about the specific data about gender equality problems and gender gaps.
One simple way to fight gender inequality starts with our daily actions. We can challenge stereotypes at school or work, support women projects, and speak up when we see unfair treatment. Even small actions like choosing inclusive language, amplifying women's voices online, or mentoring girls in our community can create real change. Every conversation, every action, and every act of respect helps to build a culture where equality is truly lived and valued by everyone.
Communities play a powerful role in achieving gender equality. When people come together throughout local projects, awareness campaigns, and school initiatives, real change can happen. In Bogota, for example, community groups and schools often organize talks, posters, and activities that promote respect and inclusion. These actions may seem small, but they create spaces where everybody's voice matters and stereotypes are challenged. By working as a community, we can build a society where equality is not just an idea, but a shared reality. In Bogota, reducing gender inequality means more than just awareness, it's about action. Programs like Casa de Igualdad de Oportunidades already help women with legal and economic support, but the city must go further. By collaborating with ONU Mujeres and Pro Familia, Bogota can expand STEAM education for girls, create safer public spaces, and enforce stronger laws against gender violence. Campaigns like He for She can also inspire men to be part of the change. Together, these steps can make Bogota a city where equality isn't a dream, it's a reality. We all have the power to make a difference, even with small actions. Treating everyone with respect, speaking up when something's unfair, or supporting people who need it can really change things. Gender equality isn't just a topic, it's about making sure everyone feels valued and heard. If we all do our part, even little by little, we can build a world where everyone has the same chances and no one feels left behind. Together, we can make that change happen.
With our campaign, we managed to spread the word about gender inequality across our school community, which is the first step to solving global issues like this one. Awareness of gender inequality is important, but now it's your turn to take action. You can be part of the change by reporting any cases that you witness or experience and not judging or harming anyone around you, regardless of their gender. Respect is the foundation of equality, and every action you take, whether it's big or small, is one more step towards a world where a man and a woman can have the same opportunities, expectations, and dreams.
Gender equality matters because it affects everyone fairly. When women and men have the same opportunities, our whole community grows stronger. We have learned that even small actions can make a big difference, from speaking up to supporting others. It's time to stop ignoring inequality and start changing it. Together, we can build a world that's fair, safe, and full of respect for everyone.
As a team, we learned that gender inequality is still a big issue around the world, and even in our own community. We realized that change doesn't just come from big organizations or governments, it also starts with people who care and take action. Learning about programs like Bogota's Casa Refugio helped us see how support and education can really make a difference. This project made us more aware of global problems and reminded us that equality is something we all have to work toward every day.
Equal rights, equal chances, equal voices. This isn't a dream, it's a demand.